What is up, everybody? Digging Up Coal here. Welcome back to Digging Up Coal Digs Sonic Generations. In the last episode, we beat Seaside Hill. Seaside. C. This episode is the modern era, which is the final era of Sonic Generations. However, this isn't the end of the series, by no means. We are starting out in City Escape, which is the selected level from the... Oh god, why can't I remember it? From Sonic 06. You should probably remember that, or you don't because you're trying to push it to the back of your memory and then forget about it and have a repressed memory of torture. I clearly enjoyed Sonic 06. Okay, so Sonic 06, not quite a good game, although I will give, Crisis City this. It has a very nice aesthetic. A strange one from Sonic, mind you, because the Sonic games rarely ever go for something that looks like this dreary? I don't know if that's the word to use for this situation, but to me it looks dreary. Although it's quite nice, because it's got, like, lava. Reminds me a bit of, City Escape, actually. Which is, you know, not... It's like City Escape after, what's-his-face? Chow Man. Can we make that a superhero, please? I know that's not the actual title of Chaos, but can we make Chow Man a thing? I'm artist rendition of Chow Man, and by artist rendition, I mean me, so enjoy my great artwork. Great. Also, this is about the point in the game, which is a strange point, where the difficulty rises a lot. Like, the original era you could kind of just breeze through. There were bits of the Dreamcast era where I would get a little bit challenged, but nothing like this. Like, through and through, this is a little more difficult. And coming up later in the level, you're gonna see something kind of entertaining. If you don't know what it is. If you do know what it is, you probably still don't know what I'm talking about. Oh no! What? That's the first time I've ever gotten a game over. Wow! I missed a red ring. Well, on the bright side, because I am going to, after I finish the main levels, I am going to make a bonus video for the locations of all the red rings and various things that they unlock, because I want to show all the unlockables, because it's not like I'm going to collect them for no reason, except for the music tracks and cutscenes. I can't show them because of YouTube and content ID matching, because it can get my channel in a lot of trouble. So I can't do that, but I'll be showing the locations of all the red rings and any collectible I can. I won't be showing music or cutscenes, although I will probably link to them, or you'll have all the names, so you can look them up yourself if you're interested. They're all, most of them, really good songs. I mean, I can point out the ones that I would myself associate into genres. So if you don't like a specific style of music from the Sonic series, say the very heavy, like, rock stuff from Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, even Shadow the Hedgehog, because you know that game was trying so hard to be serious. But I'll show those off around the end. It's a bit early to be talking about them, but we've only got like 4 videos left until that comes up. This series has been, I don't want to say it's been short, because that's not necessarily true. Gosh darn it. Spin dash at the speed of sound. My ranks come down to, I'm pretty sure it's how fast I go, not my score. There is no score, so maybe ring count? I don't... What are they ranking me on? I know what the rankings are based on for the modern levels, and I may have talked about this before, I'm not sure. But, for modern Sonic, the rankings are based pretty much entirely off of time. So, the better your time on a stage, the higher your ranking will be. It also comes down to not dying in a stage, which means I can't get an S rank on this, unfortunately. I mean, I don't think I get an S rank anyway, considering I've been getting game overs. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Classic Sonic may rely a little bit more on score, which comes from killing enemies, I think, maybe, and getting rings. It's kind of... I don't know if they did it in the older games. I'm pretty sure they didn't, but score isn't displayed directly on screen. Also, we're not at the end of the level. This is what I was referring to earlier. Pretty crafty. Pretty mean. Why? So I discovered from the magic of dying that you can't use springs when the tornadoes are up, because it will kill you. Ooh, no! Okay, tornado, don't kill me this time. That tornado's carrying a car! Ha 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 ha! Normally, I'm not the kind of person to give tips on how to beat things, because generally it varies person to person for playstyle and stuff. The general tip for this level, use the lightning shield. Please, oh please, use the lightning shield if you want to have an easier time. It makes it so much easier. My rank's gonna be like a C or a B. What? I do better with the modern levels, because I've memorized all of them completely. Or at least most of them. I don't remember so well. Alright, I shouldn't spoil the level. Modern Sonic's got all his moves from Unleashed, except the Lightspeed Dash has been kind of ruined. The Stomp is one of them. Now, I actually think Sonic Unleashed's stomping was a little bit better. No! I said I was good at this! Did I lie? I may have lied. There we go. I'm much better at Modern Sonic's levels, and Modern Sonic now has the Stomp, which means you can actually land faster in case you don't want to slide or avoid certain situations that would probably kill you if you overdo it, which is an incredibly important feature and can make you go a lot faster in levels. It's actually really useful, which is nice that they added that. Oh boy, no, no, no. Super useful. Don't stomp there. Bad things happen if you stomp there. When am I gonna see the next tornado that carries cars? Oh no! Are you kidding? Alright, I'll play your silly game where I have to hold forward to not die in a pretty much automated segment. Boom, extra life. Now I don't have to be afraid of getting a game over. Although I won't ever get an S rank, which means all my I will have lost all my peers' respect. Why? I just want to hold forward and win. I got 2 game overs in the same episode. I'd say Crisis City Modern is actually a lot more, well, I mean, no, really. The 3D version of something is more similar to the original product than the 2D version. Thank you, brain. No, it's hard to explain this, because, like, you have to play both to understand, not just from a gameplay standpoint, but from an aesthetic standpoint and level design standpoint. It's a lot closer with Modern Sonic, not just because it's 3D, but in the construct of the level itself, it's a bit more linear. Like, in design, it's a bit more linear, but it's very, very similar to, Sonic 06's actual levels. It's strange. There's only really 2 levels in the game. Like, with Sonic Generations, the 2D sections generally slow you down a little bit, but I've never noticed it quite as much as with this. There are 2 levels, 2 modern levels, I mean, with this game, where the 2D segments with Modern Sonic actually genuinely slow you down a lot. And this is one of the only levels. Maybe to contrast this bit, which is, a reference to the high-speed running segments from Sonic 06, which, believe me, this is a million times better than that. I complain about Sonic 06 a lot, and a lot of the criticism, even though on the surface it's not great, it's well-deserved. The high-speed running segments in Sonic 06, they were interesting because you couldn't stop Sonic. You couldn't stop him from moving, and the hit detection was bad. So it was a nightmare. And you'd get many game overs and be sad because you forgot to save, or you couldn't save. It was good times for everybody, and I'm not upset about this, you're upset about this. Alright, the next level is one of my favorite levels in the game. Mostly from an aesthetic standpoint, it's so pretty. This is Rooftop Run. This originated in Sonic Unleashed, which is... I've said this before, but it's my favorite Sonic game. Most people disagree. Most people say this is one of the best, or the classic ones are the best. I'm gonna say I like Sonic Unleashed most because it was the first Sonic game I ever played. So, a little late to the bandwagon, but I actually genuinely enjoyed that. I've also never played a proper beat-em-up, so I don't know if the Werehog's actually bad or not. I have nothing to gauge it off of, so I thoroughly enjoyed the game. This was the selected level from that, and with good reason. This is one of the prettiest levels in the game. I would say, in my opinion, my favorite levels in the game, Unleashed, are this, Apotos, which is, it's supposed to look like Athens, Greece? I believe. And then my other favorite one is Chunan, which is, Sonic basically running along a version of the Great Wall of China, which was so cool. Ow. Also, this level, Classic specifically, has a glitch I was referencing, I believe, in my City Escape video. There's a little glitch coming up, if I can do it. There we go. I'm now playing as Classic Sonic in 3D. I will repeat that. I'm playing Classic Sonic in 3D. And I glitched myself out of the map, so I'm gonna go do that again. Classic Sonic is in 3D. Now, this is not something that's supposed to happen normally. Obviously, Classic Sonic is a 2D character. I'm playing... Now, I honestly didn't think he'd have 3D movement. Although in hindsight, it makes sense. This is a really interesting glitch, also, because he's not supposed to be in 3D. As you can tell by that, spin dashing, in some cases, will either cannon Classic Sonic off in a random direction or crash the game, depending on the stage you do it in. Now, I've got behind Classic Sonic camera angle. I wish there actually was a genuine, what's the word I'm looking for? Genuine 3D Classic Sonic, like, levels, because he clearly can control in them. You just have to fix up the spin dash by replacing it with, like, a Sonic Adventure-style spin dash. Oh, this is it's so broken, but it's so cool. And normally I wouldn't do this because it completely breaks up the level, but, man, that is just so fun to do. Although, I don't know if I can fix this. I may need to get a game over. I would like to mention this level's aesthetics for a moment. I am not entirely sure of where, because, like, Sonic Unleashed, all of the levels originated from actual places in the world. So you had, like, Holoska, which, judging by the name, Alaska, Chunan, China, what are the other levels? Spagonia, which is this, I believe, where Rooftop Run comes from, which is very European. Very, very European. But no, I don't have a specific location. What are the other levels? Why are those the only ones I can remember? That is not a good sign, considering that's my favorite Sonic game. I haven't played it in a while. Wait, can I push this? Oh my god! This game has just received a 10 out of 10. 2,000 out of 100. The greatest game ever made. Aw, this is so cool. Also, this level's ticking many boxes. Challenging difficulty. Balloons. Balloons. It's got balloons. I need balloons 24/7. I wonder if there's like a minigame that or a side mission that entirely relies on you moving on nothing but balloons. That would probably become my favorite side mission immediately, because I absolutely adore the way the balloons work in this game. Or as I said in an earlier episode, the balloon physics in this game are exquisite. Again, something I thought I'd never say, but here we are. Interestingly, there is a clock tower that you can interact with, which is so weird. And I forgot you had to spin dash to activate it. That is so cool. That is so unbelievably cool. We are at the end of the level, which felt astonishingly fast. Sonic the Hedgehog. Alright, Modern Sonic, let's see what you can do. No doubt what he can do. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, it's so pretty. This starts out nearly identical to Unleashed, although noticing this level has a lot more going on with it. And, since we're in the modern level, Sonic Unleashed was the start of the gameplay style you're seeing now for Sonic. The Boost, what's known as the Boost trilogy, which was, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, and then this game. Now, I'm pretty sure you can reason why they were called the Boost trilogy. Balloon! Enemy! Balloon! Boost! Stomp! Jump! Boost! Boost! Read out the actions you're doing. Took the wrong way around. Got hit by a blade that should have killed me. I have such a soft spot for this level. It's unbelievable. Now, that killed me? Really? On the bright side, there's an extra life right there. So that can't actually do anything, except take me down to the Paradise City, where the grass is green, and the girls are I don't know. Whee! Wii U! That's a Nintendo console. I know my video game things. Like how in 1942... I don't know where I'm going with this. More balloons! Balloons make me happy. Okay, this is a bit that literally comes straight from Sonic Unleashed. It's not exactly the same, but these enemies here, what you actually want to do is you want to hit as many of these enemies as you can. They'll knock them out, and this is probably going to be the only way I can recover for like a minute worth of lost time. So I'm trying to hit every enemy possible, because if I do, this will start raining rings. Welcome to Planet Wisp. A bit of an interesting level. Also, both aesthetically and gameplay-wise, a very interesting level. It's because I also have a very big soft spot for this level. At least the beginning bit more so, because the natural looks so pretty. This is the Spike Wisps. In Sonic Colors, Wisps were introduced. These are power-ups, which allow Sonic to do certain things that allow him to manipulate the level design. Now, it's interesting, because Modern and Classic Sonic both have Wisps for their levels. Classics, as you can see, is the Spike Wisp. And in the beginning of the level, we started out in like a nice grassy area. Now we're in a factory. This is, honestly, as great as this level looks, it doesn't, and the fact that the Wisps are in it, this is my least favorite level in the game. Mostly because it is a very long, drawn-out level. Like, extremely long and drawn-out. Especially, the Modern segment. I won't talk about that quite yet, but both of them start out, both of them are very similar in design. You start in an open, fast area, and then the game decides to put you in an enclosed area, which I don't necessarily have a problem with, except it feels very cramped, not very open, and most of the time I'd be fine with this, but I don't think it works. Although I do like the use of the Wisps. I will give it that. I do really genuinely enjoy the use of the Wisps in this level. I think they're really nicely used. How far am I? I think I'm pretty far in the level, actually. I might be wrong, but I think I'm going the right way. Weirdly, the announcer in this game reminds me of the announcer from Smash Bros. It'd be funny if there was a character named Spikes in Smash Bros. Because then I would just be able to be like, good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing! The greatest part of Sonic Colors was not the game. It was that. Oh, I think I'm at the end of the level. I think. Maybe. Possibly. I'm not sure. How you know your level's done? Daylight. That's how we do things. Alright. That's actually the last classic level, which is kind of sad. Although, I don't know if we're gonna unlock the thing now. When do you unlock the thing? The spoilery thing. The thing I can't talk about because spoiler. This is the last actual level in the game, and in my opinion, the worst one. This is Modern Planet Wisp, or Planet Wisp Act 2. It starts out so good. The level starts out really well, actually. The beginning, I genuinely enjoy the beginning of the level. I think it's really nicely designed. However, get a little bit further into the level. You'll disagree with everything I've ever said ever. Just like with, Classic Sonic, the beginning of this level starts out with a moderately open, grassy area, and then goes into a factory. Now, I have the same problem with this level that I do with Classic Sonics. You're too slow. Not even as a joke, genuinely, it goes by really slowly. Whoops, I done goofed. This is the Rocket Wisp. This is the Wisp used for Modern Sonic. Now, I was saying earlier that it doesn't use... Modern Sonic doesn't use the Wisp as well as, say, Classic Sonic. Like, it doesn't feel as well designed. Because what just happened is all it's used for. Ascending a little bit. Now it's incorporated in level design, and it's not done terribly, but it's not done well either. And when you get to the factory bit, the game kinda just goes all out on the difficulty. Like they know it's the last level and they just want to make you stuck here forever. Rocket Wisps are used, it's just that they're not used particularly well. And I think that's my general gripe with this level, that things are done okay, but not great. Ooh, am I getting to the 3D section again? These are good in the levels. And this is why. I was so close to doing a good job. As you can see, we're wrapping around the level right now. Now, this isn't awful. Like, this is actually fine. I like the idea of a level wrapping around in a circle. You have to ascend to the top, which becomes a little bit annoying. It's especially bad because you go so slow. You can go wee on a platform. Let me rephrase that because it sounds like I just said you can piss on a platform. You can go wee on a platform. Nice word choice, me. Always the master of words. Am I nearly done the level? I think I might be. Yeah, I'm approaching the end of it. I have a okay memory of this level. I think I'm nearly done, which is amazing because I've been here for 6 minutes. I'm pretty sure I might get a D rank. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, this is the end of the stage. Hooray! Yay! That sound effect is from Wind Waker, and I only realized that the other day. That was a nice camera angle. I liked that a lot. It made it feel slightly more awesome and stuff. Man, how did I get an A rank? I did terribly. That was 7 minutes.
Dude, there's the emerald. Pretty slick move, huh?
Now, I would like to point out to you, this is Charmy B, by the way. I'm gonna talk so you don't... I want to point out there was a whole cutscene dedicated to Sonic saying, look, there's an emerald. I air boosted into it. Congratulations! We storytell. Alright. I've beaten the main bits of every single level in the game. Now, this is a bit interesting. Now, all that's left are the level videos for all of these. So we have, Crisis City, Rooftop Run, and Planet Wisp. And then we have the bosses video. Bosses and mini-bosses. Then we have collectibles. And that's it. So, this has been the modern era of Sonic Generations. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next video. Why can't there be a Chow Garden? Welcome to the switching mission where you have to hit switches to progress in the levels of the song, and I believe this is the special stage theme from Sonic 2. Da 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 da, cows go moo!